Welcome back, everybody, to Owen TV, where we cover the best and most important videos on YouTube. Today, our ultimate battle is between SpongeBob SquarePants from famous cartoon, SpongeBob SquarePants, and he's going up against Jimmy Neutron from famous cartoon, Jimmy Neutron. Anyway, today we will see who will win in this ultimate battle. So first, what would happen is SpongeBob would attack Jimmy Neutron with his spatula. As you can see here, he goes and he just stabs his hair. Well, he doesn't really stab his hair. He aims for the face. But because he's a sponge, he kind of like moves in a weird way, and he just gets the hair instead. So now Jimmy Neutron has no hair. And yeah, he doesn't like that. Because hair, it looks nice on you. It looks nice when you have hair. It looks normal, you know? For a young boy. So Jimmy Neutron uses his Jimmy Neutron powers, and he summons his brain. And it comes out of his skull and grows. And now his brain is at its true size. So now the brain attacks SpongeBob. And he gets his finger and his feet. So let's erase. So now he has no middle finger. I think that's a middle finger. And he has no more feet. So now SpongeBob can't walk. So he just falls down. And he still has the spatula, but it's in his left hand. And because he can't walk, he makes a last-ditch effort to kill the brain. So what he does this time, normally most of our characters, once they lose a part, they kind of just give up. SpongeBob, he doesn't give up. He's a sponge. Sponges never give up. So he uses the spatula. He throws it, and when I mean throw, I'm not talking you just throw something across your yard. I'm saying he completely chucked this. He chucked this harder than any baseball player's ever thrown a baseball. It's he threw this thing at 5,000 miles per hour. And it just injects the brain right here, and it completely destroys the brain. But in return, he no longer has a spatula. So what would happen from here? Well, normally I would say that this isn't the end and it would be a draw. But there can't be a draw. So we have to look into an unlikely scenario for what would happen. Because most of them would just end in a draw. So at this point, SpongeBob, he can't walk. And Jimmy Neutron has no brain, so he can't function. But what happens when SpongeBob, he is crawling towards him to try to hit him, and then he somehow learns to fly. He hits him in the head. And little did SpongeBob know, that was a terrible, and I mean terrible idea. Because a brand new brain just grows out of nowhere. And now he can think again. He can do things again now. So what happens now? Jimmy Neutron now has a brain, and SpongeBob, he has no more spatula, so he kind of runs away for a little bit, and then he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And Jimmy Neutron asks he's gonna do what? And SpongeBob, he's a sponge, but he's also really buff. It may not look like it, but he is absolutely jacked. And so he flings himself at Jimmy Neutron, taking his legs and part of his body. So, but then SpongeBob just ran away for some reason. But he came back, and Jimmy Neutron lost his legs. And now he was floating. But Jimmy Neutron uses his magical brain powers to levitate. And then the brain attacks. And finally, Jimmy Neutron looks like he's won. But the brain misses and it gets destroyed, destroying only half of SpongeBob. And this is just no good. Only half of SpongeBob is gone. So now half of Jimmy Neutron's gone. And it looks like it would become a draw again. But SpongeBob, he grows. He grows massive. And I don't know if you guys have heard of physics, but when you grow, you double in your length, in like your skin. Then you multiply by 4 in mass. I think it is. And then at some point, your bones just become so weak that they can't hold you anymore. And SpongeBob, he's buff, but his bones are so small. So then, he just disappears into a black hole. No more to see, because he just becomes too big. So then Jimmy Neutron wins. Okay, everybody, we are back. And now we have on the bracket SpongeBob and Jimmy Neutron. And as you can see, I have Jimmy Neutron over here. I don't care if I spelled Jimmy Neutron right. I'm just some dumb middle schooler, okay? Anyway, that is what would happen if SpongeBob and Jimmy Neutron got into a fight. I'm sorry if this was too complex for you. I don't know. You just get smarter. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Owen out.